How's it going, Alex? So this bus right behind me is going to take off at 5:30, and members from the Athens public will get to go on an interactive guided tour with the planning department. Now, the planning department has been hosting these events since September 21st of this year, but this is the first of 2 bus tours. There have been a variety of different events that the planning department and the county have been hosting to gauge public interest, but there's a unique sit-down event that I got to see yesterday. These events will actually be taking place until October 26th, with the next bus tour on October 17th. Jaquez says that public input is critical to future community planning. Reporting in Athens, William Daughtry, Grady Newsource. Back to you in the studio, Alex. Early voting started on Monday, but Jackson County residents can take solace in the fact that they have 14 more opportunities to do so. It runs through Saturday this week, Monday through Saturday next week, and Monday through Friday the week of October 30th, ending on November 3rd. The general election will be November 7th. Reporting in Jackson County, William Daughtry, Grady Newsource. Back to you in the studio, Sailor. The Women of the Year luncheon will be held here at the Brazelton Civic Center from 11:30 to 1:30 p.m. on Wednesday. And this is where the over 300 people in attendance will be sitting. The event is hosted by the Jackson Area Chamber of Commerce, and Melissa Britt and Paige Main, who both work for the Chamber of Commerce, said this is one of their biggest annual events of the year. People from all over the country rallied around the 11-day power play, attempting to put cancer in the penalty box. With the 11-day power play crossing the $10 million mark in 7 years, there will be much to celebrate at closing shift tomorrow. On your side in Buffalo, William Daughtry, Channel 2 News. If you've walked along the Buffalo River in the past few days, you may have seen a noticeable amount of dead fish floating in the water. Earlier today, 2 on Your Side spoke with a resident near the Seneca Bluffs who reached out to us, as well as the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation about the issue.
I appreciate all of you. We have 4 new potential emerging affiliates, including Jackson County. So we're super excited about that and super excited about the growth that will get those services.
Jessica Green joined the Jackson County Mental Health Task Force for a very personal reason. She says they meet every month collaborating with counselors, law enforcement, and the community.
So I lost my brother to suicide almost 7 years ago. I was only 20 years old, so everything that I do now is in his memory.
Probate Judge Sherry Moore also had a very personal reason, helping found the Mental Health Task Force in May after losing her son to suicide.
The death of my son to suicide in 2017, I knew I had to do something, and my goal was just for it to help other families and hopefully prevent families from experiencing the tragedy that we face. And so I kind of knew that this is something that we needed in Jackson County.
Yeah, we had a very good turnout. We didn't know what to expect, but we knew that we had our community behind us, and we have a lot of people that care about us, but also care about mental health, because they've either had friends, family members, or they've gone through it themselves.
NAMI Georgia's Affiliate Relations Manager, April Culpepper, said that the affiliation process takes about a year to complete. Jackson County is currently in the first inquiry phase. Reporting in Jackson County, William Daughtry, Grady Newsource. In Jackson County, voters and candidates are heading into their last week of early voting. Pendergrass has 3 city council seats up for grabs, with 4 candidates running to fill in those 3 seats.
It makes sense that you want to have a council and a local government that cares about sort of a harmonious blend of keeping things as close to small town, small city as possible.
Bonner is focused on the Pendergrass community's access to services, comprehensive planning for growth, and infrastructure investment. Josh Otten is not an incumbent, but is also focused on infrastructure.
And working with developers on private land sales and to set impact fees and design guidelines to help address the growth that we're seeing within Pendergrass.
Otten is focused on public safety and bringing an EMS station closer to Pendergrass. Like Otten, Sylvia Basak is another candidate running without previously holding office.
I don't want it to become overcrowded like Gwinnett. That's why I left Gwinnett, because it's overpopulated and it's a nightmare, and we don't need to be the same way.
Basak is also focused on public safety, most notably with the police department. She also believes there should be a communal place for gatherings and events geared towards children with more families moving in. In an email from incumbent Gabriel Gomez, he says he will make sure Pendergrass grows responsibly, as growing too fast can affect current infrastructure. Aside from growth, his top 3 issues are traffic, affordable housing, and a diversification of amenities for everyone in the community. There have been 18 early votes for the Pendergrass election so far, roughly a 1% turnout. Voters have until Friday to get an early vote in, and the general election will be November 7th right here at Pendergrass City Hall. There are 6 city council seats, with 3 of them up for grabs this go around. Reporting in Pendergrass, William Daughtry, Grady Newsource.